Knowing your child creates a joyful kingdom in the child's world. There will be peace, unity, and love among them. Children's hearts are generally a blank slate. It is what you teach them that take roots on them, even to the future. Children are the heritage of the Lord. As they grow, as they grow, they develop different characters. They have their self-will or potentials, which they have the self-will or potentials, which are the characteristics that make up a child, that make them unique and different from other children. This includes their physical, the spiritual, the mental, the emotional, even the hereditary and the environment influences them.
Children at a tender age develop keen interest in what is being taught to them. Knowing your child, therefore, will be a more effective and fruitful method of training and bringing up that child to a place of responsiveness. That is why the need for knowing your child matters a lot.
Good evening. Welcome to the show. Today's topic is titled My Child and I Am Ready, and this is Glory. Before we continue, we'll be right back. Let us see some lovely quotes on child and parenting raising. We'll be right back. Stay tuned. Oh, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the quotes. The topic of this show is titled My Child and I rightly said earlier. So the I there signifies a parent. Glory, can you tell me who a parent is?
A parent is a father or mother
Okay.
that provides love,
Alright.
care, protection to his or her children.
Okay.
And when we talk about parenting, it involves two individuals. And the process whereby these individuals provide care, support, and love, and even affection to members of their household is called parenting.
Wow.
Parenting is a complex term on itself. In other words, it may involve other members of the family helping to rear or to train that child into who that child will be in future.
That's wonderful. Men and women who become parents enter into a new phase of life. Yeah. Parenthood signifies adulthood. Is that true?
Yeah.
So that means if I'm a parent now, that means I'm now an adult. That I can take care of a child now. Because even no matter how old I am. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it is an irreversible end of childhood. Parents can actually learn from other parents, from other experienced parents, just to take care of their own children. They can do that. They can seek guidance from God too. Can you also get parents seek guidance from God?
Yeah, in addition to gaining experience from other experienced parents, one should also seek guidance from God on how to parent a child. It is not a task that you can do with your human reasoning alone. You need divine guidance in it. Take for instance the father of Samson, Manoah. When the angel came to tell them they were going to have a child, he entreated the angel on how this child is going to be ordered, how the child is going to be brought up in the way of the Lord. So parents need to seek divine guidance in training their child.
So that means parents are the custodians of next generation.
Definitely.
Therefore, parenthood is among the most serious commitments an individual takes to take in future to another person. They pass it to another person. So,
among so many commitments you make, like commitments in marriage, parenting, as she has said, is one of the serious and most important commitments a person makes. Because there you make a promise to devote your time, your resources, your best efforts in developing the child in physical, social, spiritual, and even mental aspect of his life.
Oh man, a parent is the one that will wake up at midnight to take care of a baby that is crying, that needs your attention, no matter how that sleep is. No matter how deep you are, you must wake up because you have this tender love for your child. You have this unconditional love. You wake up, you carry your child, you breastfeed that child, and you also tell that child that I love you. That's why I'm waking up. Even if you're receiving 1 million naira in your dream, you wake up no matter what. Yeah, so let's move on. We have types of parents. We have the biological parents, we have the adoptive parents, we have the foster parents, we have the single parents, we also have the step parents, and also we have styles of parenting. I was opportunity to go interview a father for him to tell us the method of how to raise a child. So we'll be right back. Let's hear from him. Stay tuned. What is the best method of training a child as a father and also as a pastor?
From this angle first, let's talk about method. When you talk about method, you talk about ways or forms of giving a child the early training, whether as a father, as a mother, or even as a pastor. In the first place, while talking about child upbringing, we have to first understand that children differ from each other. And from the womb, the children start learning, either by signal or by words, as their mother speaks to them. When that child is born, the method or form of learning changes from what he or she hears to what he sees and also what he hears. Secondly, while training a child, since there's no best method of training a child, we train each child according to the level of that child's, understanding. For instance, when a child is growing, they metamorphose into different stages. Like I use the example of the formulation of a pupa to butterfly or to caterpillar. These are how children changes. As they grow, they change in character. And as their character changes, behaviors also changes. So when you're talking about giving them a good training, you must have to follow them according to their stages of growth. And that determines how you go with each child. And if you're able to understand a child from his or her early stage, you'll be able to know exactly what form of training to give that child.
Thank you, sir.
God bless.
God bless you, sir. You heard what our lovely father said about child raising. Now let's look at the qualities of responsible parents. What are the qualities of responsible parents? Number one thing we'll be looking at, they learn about the way children develop at different stages. That's how they do. They learn the way how children develop at different stage. And also they teach their children rules for health and safety. Can you portray more about
Yeah,
that?
it is the responsibility of parents to ensure that they teach children rules on health. For instance, bathing regularly, brushing your teeth twice a day, eating healthy diets, and also safety rules that they should observe in the house and also in the environment. It is their responsibility.
Yes, it's their responsibility. They ought to do it often and regularly. And the third thing they'll be looking at is spend quality time with their children. To spend quality time with the children. I also interviewed a teenager to hear her own view on the spending quality time with her parents. Let's also hear her. Let's hear her too.
How often I communicate with my parents? I communicate with them when they are less busy, most especially my mom, because she's always at home. And my dad always goes to work, and when he comes back, I still talk to him. I also communicate with them when I need an advice or when I'm facing a challenge, and they always tell me the right thing to do. And also, how often my parents communicate with me is also when I've done something wrong and they tell me the right thing to do. That's how often they communicate with me. And the barrier from children communicating with their parents is when their parents doesn't show love to them. Also when they don't create time and when they intimidate their children outside. Because the best relationship between parents and children is love. Because love will make the children feel free to communicate with their parents. Thank you.
Thank you very much, my lovely girl. We'll also look at they give children love and attention. Parents give children love and attention. During this lockdown, parents had quality time. They spent quality time with their children. That's how they build. Some parents use this opportunity to build communication, to communicate with the child properly, and the bond, that bond, they create this lovely friendship bond between the parents and the child or their children. So do you have anything?
Yeah, communication should be effective. Parents should learn to spend time with their children. Whether your schedule is busy, overly busy, you have to create time to spend and communicate with these children. They need your affection, they need your love. So you have to create that time to show for this love. Show them lots and lots of love. Lots and lots of it. Kisses, hugs. Let them know that you love them.
Yes, yeah. And also our viewers out there, if you have any comments, you can also join us. You can show more like, you can also join us drop your comments, and also if you have questions too, you're free to ask. The floor is no, and children, parents also need to teach their children moral values. They need to teach them moral values. They also need to teach them self-discipline and self-control. They should know how to go about it, self-discipline, and how to handle situation when situation arises. How do they handle it? Um, Now let's listen to a father about disciplining his child. A father, we ask the father about disciplining the child. So let's hear.
Hi. Um, I just want to answer the question asked about discipline in a child. In a family, it is the responsibility of a man and a woman to discipline their child. It is not one person's responsibility. It is both. There should be a mutual agreement between the man and his wife. They should come into agreement
Thank you.
to carry out discipline in a family. Wants to discipline the child, him. Likewise, when the woman wants to,
Yeah.
both of them should come into agreement and said, this is how it's going to be. When the man wants to discipline the child, the woman should not kick against the man. When the woman wants to discipline the child, the man should not be against the woman. Because if the woman is against the man for disciplining their child, the child will start to think, my father hate me. Likewise, if the child, if the woman with the man, the child will start to think, my mom hate me. So this is why it is very important how discipline should be done. It should be mutual. It should be in agreement, in synchronize. Both parents should do the job because it's both parents' job, the responsibility of
Okay.
both parents to discipline the child.
Yeah.
And it should be done in respect. It should be done in agreement. It should be done with understanding. No one parent should think or should speak against the other one. Even if you think your husband is a bit too much, don't talk to something applicable is applicable to the man. If the man thinks the woman is too much in this discipline, don't talk to your wife or express your anger in front of your child. Otherwise, the child will start to have a sense of somebody doesn't like me. So, really, it should be done in synchronized. It should be done amicably. It should be done with a way to score points. This is my answer to the question, and I hope this question will make meaning to the hearers. Thank you.
Let's also listen to the view of what a child to have to say concerning this discipline. Let's hear from a child.
How do you you respond when you're being disciplined as a child? You get angry. But the truth is that we don't need to be angry because when our parents discipline us, they are correcting us, they are making us go in the right by scolding us, by giving us punishment to build us for a brighter future. Because in future you notice that all these things your parents are doing to you is not because they hate you, it's because they are training you so that in future you will never regret your life. Thank you.
Okay. Parents should also know that children has rights and they should respect that right too. Parents should train their children in a stable and secure family that is free from alcohol, marijuana, and other hard substances that will affect the child when the child grows up. Also, parents should also when the child is growing up, try and know what the child loves doing. Start from that tender age and support that child, motivate that child, show that child love, something meaningful to you that at last you gain, you'll be happy and you feel you'll be proud of your child because the child is your pride. Also, let's parents should teach their child to teach them how to respect their children, their fellow pals. They should always do that. Parents parents should also teach them fellow humans. Also, let's look at what a mother has to say concerning this resolving conflict between siblings. Stay tuned.
The best way to resolve conflict among children, iron the issue, hear from one, hear from them, know who is at fault, and call them in order. And the most important thing when family, it's so difficult for children to quarrel or have misunderstanding, because love covered many things. So they will find it difficult. The most important thing in a family is love. Because when there is love, they will not fight. There must be an argument, but it will not lead to that fight. And mothers to have time for their children and monitor them. Because as a mother, you know when this one go wrong because you are there for them all the time.
Welcome back. Let's move. Let's move on. Parents should not be shy in discussing sensitive matters. They shouldn't. When I first saw my first menstruation, and she was like, "Wow, you're not a woman." Just I was like, "I'm not a woman," and she said, "Don't let any man touch you. If any man touches you, you'll be pregnant." I was like, "Oh, well." Do you have anyone?
Yes. Concerning this issue on sex education, parents should start these things. It is very important for them to know from a very tender age when parents teach their children how to name body parts. They should name these parts correctly. Don't shy away from those private parts as though they are shameful to talk about. Like, let's go, for instance, you're teaching a boy child how to name his body parts, and you go from the house head, the eye, the neck. But when you get to the penis, instead of you to call it the penis, you call it a snake or PPP or so like that. We should learn to teach them the proper name for this private part. Yes. And also for the girl child, when you're teaching the child to name this body part, don't go off on the head and get to the breast and call it orange. No, it should be done the right way. They should learn this thing, and even as they advance in age, you should teach them lessons concerning privacy and boundaries. These parts are very essential. They are very, very important and special. They should not be exposed to people. They should not be touched by other them. Before the child gets to the stage where pubertal changes begin to occur, make sure they understand this thing, so that when they begin the third chapter, Joshua, and he read the law aloud to them. And when you talk about the law gave so many instances on sex related matters like menstruation, seminal ejaculation, homosexuality, incest, and so many other sexual practices. The Bible talked about them, and little children that also to listen to this thing. And when they go home, their parents teach them, because they are very inquisitive. They want to know. The parents have to sit down, break down this thing.
Is it okay for a father to like say, okay, this is daddy's pet, this is mommy's pet?
It is not okay. Children, they have different personality, and you handle each child. Don't love one above the other. Make sure it is maintained. Perfect. I think that introducing children to sex education on time will make them become immoral. No, on the contrary, because the Bible makes us to understand in the book of Proverbs 11, verse 9, the B part of it is said, through knowledge, the righteous is being rescued. Do you want to rescue your child from the worldly influence of the world? Yeah, you have to teach them.
Yes. Even not only their parents, even people around them can also teach them. The teachers to are there to also guard them, right?
Yes, but you have to do it yourself, so you be sure on what kind of information you're
doing. And also your child should be able to talk to you, spend quality time with your child. If your child is asking you questions, don't snub the child. Don't tell the child, please, I'm busy, I'm reading, or I'm no. Spend time with them. If your child comes and say, Mom, please, can you explain this particular thing to me? Staying on your own, and your child is, and if your child wants to get information from you, she'll go outside the home to get it, which is not supposed to be. And also, parents should listen to their children's side of you, like during conflicts. Don't judge them. Don't just say you did. No, no, no. Allow them to express themselves. Then the child. Children need to know that the parents love them no matter what. Children need to know that the parents love them. That's why their parents are correcting them.
That brings us back to the issue on discipline. Like we've heard from our father, it should be a train up the child. That is the part, the responsibility of the father to from a heart of hate or a heart of rejection or them forsaking you. No, it's coming because they love you and they want to see to it that you do not face some of these negative consequences when you grow older and become an adult later in future. So when you are being disciplined, what is this discipline actually? Is a training that corrects the mind of the I have to chastise you because you have done something wrong. But I'm not doing this because I hate you, because I've rejected you. I love you, and because of this, it's because of the plan I have for you in the future to give you a better hope.
When I was growing up, you know that my village people followed me that particular that Saturday morning. I woke up and I'm this kind of person that loves doing house chores. Then I was that day, that fateful day, my village people followed me, said, no, today you're not going to work. You see, today is you're free. And I was like, okay, I'm not going to work. And my mom would ask me, do this. I'll say, no, I'm not going to do it. Do this, I'm not going to do it. And it now resulted to them disciplining me. Not even my mom didn't even do it. It was my dad that had to do it. He had to spank me very well in house chores. Don't just leave it to your mom. No, parents, don't just say this is the duty of the females, the girl child. No, it's not for the no. Involve both of them. The guys who can also do something, they can also wash the plate or do the cooking too. Like my nieces and my nephews. My nephew, he will even be the one dragging the kitchen. You see, and I want to know, I must wash the plate, I must do this, I must do that. And I'll say, yes, go ahead. And also when they are doing it, pray. You see them, they always want to do it. The next day you say, auntie, I want to wash. Our mom, please allow me wash. And you, even if you're clothes, allow them wash it, even if it's not going to be neat. Allow them, their stockings, everything about them. Make sure they're involved in the house chores. And you be the one to repeat. It will benefit you. Well, okay. Regardless of the effort by some parents, there still be children that will go wayward.
Delicate. issue to handle. In the first place, some parents, I will not say every parent, because we know that not quite all are doing it. I have my reason for saying that. Bible says, has already stated that we should train these children up in a godly way, in God-fearing way, so that when they grow up, they will not depart from it. Parents have played their part, but when these children will go out, due to a group influence and other that they want to live, fake life that they, let me just use fake life that they want to live. They will deviate, they will digress from that fundamental rules or value that no parent would like his or her child to be wayward in life. After training them, like the Bible says, that they are an heritage from God. Heritage seed. After sowing it during the harvest time that you're supposed to reap, others will be reaping and you will see yourself just think to reap. No parents would like that. So I believe that they would have tried to inculcate that good moral God said concerning training his children. He did. But these children, when they grew up, they decided to go their own way. They chose the wrong path of life to trade on. Even despite that the father was correcting them, though his correction was not strict, he was correcting them. You stopped. But because he was just, the correction was not, so those children, they still decided to have their way.
Larry, do you have anything to say concerning this?
Yes, I do. She have mentioned quite a number of factors that may lead to children rebelling against or despising these good morals and values that the parents have instilled in them. She mentioned the society. We know from the Bible that the whole world lies in wickedness. Satan has strategized so many means to corrupt children these days. And she also mentioned peer pressure. And some of these children are influenced by their peers, and therefore they neglect some of this teaching their parents have taught them. Yeah. Another thing is that no child is a computer that the parent just programmed to do act as he wants them to act. Okay. This child have their self-will, as you have mentioned earlier. Yeah. So it may be based on their decision, they decide vehemently to refuse the values their parents have instilled in them. And also another factor is failure of parents to maintain a balance, to strike a balance between in the way they discipline their children. Yeah. Some parents are overly strict that they irritate their children. Remember, the Bible says, parents, do not provoke your children to wrath. So don't be overly strict in your discipline. Try to maintain a balance and don't be lenient also. Yeah. Don't leave children without directions and without a guide.
Yes.
You are there to play a part. So don't be overly strict and don't be lenient. So try to strike a balance between in between disciplining of the child.
Yeah, just be friendly.
Yeah.
Make sure once it's time for you to discipline that child, discipline that child. Once it's time for you to correct that child, do it. And in conclusion, if a child lives with criticism, he learns to be condemned. He learns to condemn. If a child lives with hostility, he learns to fight. If a child lives with ridicule, he learns to be shy. If a child lives with encouragement, he learns confidence. If a child lives with tolerance, he learns to be patient. If a child lives with security, he learns to have faith. If a child lives with praise, he learns to appreciate. If a child lives with acceptance and friendship, he learns to love in the world. So parents, train up your child in the way he should go, and when your child is old, he or she will not depart from it. Thank you very much for your time, and also Glory, thank you for coming around. Glory is a teacher. Yeah, she's a teacher. Thank you very much for coming around. I really do appreciate your time. And you can also follow me on my Instagram handle, the Exquisite, or my Facebook page, the Exquisite. Or you can send me a mail on the. You can send me a mail if you want any question, if you want to ask question. You can send me a mail on the exquisiteoriented@gmail.com. Thank you very much for your time. Let's do this next week. Stay blessed, stay positive, and remain blessed.